Hey, this is Allison.
And this is Nina.
And this is Chaotic Good, your anything but neutral reality TV podcast.
And today we are recapping Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 15, Opas and Outbursts. And Happy New Year, everyone.
Oh my gosh. Happy New Year. It is New Year's Day.
Yes, it is.
Yes, we went
first day of 2026.
I know.
And we are here doing what we love.
Doing what we love. Me and my podcast sister.
And we are also premiering our mic stands.
Yes. So if you were, watching our last podcast, Nina surprised me with the most special gift from her partner and her partner's best friend. Thank you so much, Anna and Gabby. The mic stands are here. Yes. I got the cords all set up, and now we are...
Woo! We are out of mic jail.
Out of mic jail. I'm very handsy now.
Can do one of these. Can do one of these.
I can do a lot of this.
Some of this.
Because we talk with our hands.
Yes, we do.
We do. And we've been holding back and holding rigid to the mic. And now we can just have some fun. We can get loosey-goosey.
I know.
And you know who's not having fun or being loosey-goosey is these women in Greece. But it's okay.
Like, they got a little loosey-goosey. I mean, I want them... They're not reaching the level of goose that I would like them to reach. Yeah. But it did feel lighter, at least in the beginning.
Yeah.
Before they were kicked out of everywhere.
Well, okay. I have a lot of rants.
You said before we got together, when we were talking about like podcasting schedules, a little behind the scenes talk here, you were very much like, oh, I've got a lot to say.
I've got a lot to say. For people listening and watching, and before Nina and I, recap our New Year's Eve and all those fun things, I just want to give you a teaser.
Yes.
Into some of the rants that are going to be coming in the next, hour plus.
Bring it.
So number one, the quotation marks concern for Meredith is getting cringy.
Yeah.
And she's in a good mood because she got good sleep. That's why it's not some kind of like...
Gotcha. It's not like she had an epiphany of like, you know what, I
she's
did
not on some
wrong.
like addiction spiral of like ups and downs. Like this is like what like getting good sleep looks like when you're abroad. Is that you wake up a new person.
Well, and we should know.
And we should know.
And we shouldn't.
Because when we traveled for weeks, like last month, I did not have a single full night slept like a rock sleep for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I was in a diminished capacity. And then when I got home and finally had my full night's sleep, it was glorious. And we do not need to like make that into
like a storyline.
Into something that I felt was cringe. Okay, number 2. Pleading for a change up in the cast. I plead. I beg.
Oh, pleading. Like, yes. You're like,
we don't necessarily have to kick out an OG.
Yeah.
Or we can turn an OG into a friend.
Even though there's lots of rumors, and I don't know if I've ever actually heard this in other in previous seasons, but there are rumors of like Meredith possibly leaving. Yeah,
I've heard that rumor.
I don't know, maybe Lisa. I don't see that happening with Lisa, but the rumors of Meredith leaving are like, I don't know, and it's the first time I feel like I've heard of like an OG.
Yeah, and it very well possibly could happen.
Yeah, but you're just saying that I'm
saying we just need a new person.
Yeah.
In so this season we did all OGs. There was no new blood.
No, yeah.
And I mean, Bronwyn's not a true OG, but it's like she feels like an OG.
She feels like an OG.
She feels like an OG. She's earned her rightful spot. But yeah, I need someone new. I want someone that is divorced, as in single.
Yes.
I want someone sexy. I want someone who doesn't have religious trauma, or if they do, they've like worked on it.
Yes.
And they've like done the work. And that's like in the past.
And it's good.
And it's something that you can like discuss on, but it's not like this like looming like Grim Reaper shadow over you at all times.
You know what they need? They need the most recent season of Summer House when they brought in that like hot guy that was like hooking up with all these people. They need something like that in Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Yes, because
they need like a guy like, or
they,
whatever, a person.
Yes, they need a mascot because I know Whitney would fall behind.
Yes, Heather
would fall behind. Yeah, Bronwyn, newly divorced, would fall behind this mascot. They just need someone to like guide them, take the lead.
Yes,
and so that's my request. And then number 3. what the hell time of year did they go to Greece? Because this is not it.
Yeah.
They are in a shoulder season.
Yeah.
And travel sites and YouTube and all that is all about like go during the shoulder season. The weather's still good, but it's not as crowded. Sometimes the crowds
that's like
are
part
what
of
like
it.
makes
Yes.
it like
Yeah,
sexy
agreed.
and fun and chaotic, and like you really feel like you're in a different country because it feels fucking empty.
It does.
In Greece.
It does.
And these women need to interact with like the outside world. They're in their snow globe right now as a cast.
And do you find, I wonder if this is like almost like a Real Housewives like new era thing where they do feel like in such a bubble. I don't know. Maybe I will say before people come at me, like I do need to watch more seasons of other cities, franchises. So maybe that is happening, other franchises, and I'm just over here like I wish I would. But at least I don't know. Again, I'm thinking about like vintage Roni versus like I guess like new Salt Lake City, and old Roni felt very much, and even kind of like new Roni, they very much feel like in the mix, like they're very much like mix, interacting with people, so and I do have doing things, and this feels
I do have a comment on that because I have heard that a lot of it has to do with them being in Salt Lake City and the looming figure of organized religion of Mormonism. That they actually, the first season, there was some parties of them mixing and mingling. There was some of them like at like, you know, if you think back to the first season, there are some times of them like really being like at the Sundance parties and like they're like out and about and interacting. Right. But I think like the Mormon community has kind of shunned them. And I think they are pariahs of Salt Lake City. That's a big reason why they film in Park City a lot more, because Park City is a bit more welcoming. But I think like the empty restaurants you're seeing, them just going on weird like outdoor excursions, them, you know, literally not having any kind of just like in the culture of the city kind of involvement. You don't see that because they're not playing by the rules. Whereas Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, they are more like by the book Mormon. Yeah. They're more goody girls.
Which is so fast. I mean, someone literally needs to write a thesis on like that show versus this show and like what is exactly
well, there's a New York Times article of like we're all obsessed with like Mormon culture now. And I feel like because I feel like the whole like television community, or like I would say like the whole public now is obsessed with Mormon culture, but it's like we were obsessed years ago. Yeah. And I feel like now yeah.
Welcome. The water's warm. Join in.
Well, I mean my hot take would be that I'm now like my pendulum is swinging away possibly from Mormon culture. Yeah. Because I think maybe we were tired of the big old sluts and then we got into you know, I say that with love.
With love. Yeah.
With love in my heart.
I see what you mean. Yeah. Swinging from the sluts to like women who drink like sodas.
I mean, like, what is up with these women who like supposedly like swing and are into this like very specific different subset of Christianity, and they drink sodas and they have this almost like this totally different culture, and all these interesting characters reside in that, like I can't, like this is so interesting. But now just hearing people like later in this episode when, you know, Lisa is calling Britani a lush alc-ys and thinks it's funny because she just like drank on a boat and then throw up because everyone was throwing up from seasickness. It's like, get a grip. Like it just reminded me of like Mormon girls camp.
Exactly. Like, that is exactly what it felt like. Yeah, like mean girl, but like mean like teen girls who like exactly. It's like, oh my god, you drank too much. Oh my god, you're so bad. Oh my god,
you're a good time girl. Maybe you flashed someone at some point in college. It was like, who cares? Or like, literally, that's kind of fun. You're like, whatever. Like, so yeah, we'll chat about that some more. And then the final one is that spa sucked. Yeah. That spa sucked, and I have thoughts on that. So, yeah, I just wanted to give some teasers. Yes. But before we do that, Nina and I like to catch up. We have lots to catch up on. We had a wonderful New Year's Eve last night. Yes, we did. So if you're wanting to jump straight into the recap, just look in those show notes below, and you can just jump straight there. But before that, Nina, I have to ask you, how are you feeling aligned?
I am feeling aligned. I mean, pretty much the epitome of chaotic good. very much being in the swell of like the chaotic good of throwing a New Year's Eve party. It's like that classic thing of like, oh my gosh, I've got all day, like we just need to pick up some things and decorate and it'll be all good. And I mean, we did do that, but oh my gosh, it was, of course, like just like running to the last second, like getting stuff ready. We had a lot of big ideas, this time around about some decorations. Anna saw, she had this big idea of, so my backyard has a tub. Yes. As a clawfoot, like a vintage clawfoot tub back there that I think the previous
it's just in the yard.
Yeah, like I think wanted to like incorporate into the garden. And of course me, brown thumb that I have, I haven't touched anything back there. But she saw it and she's like, oh, maybe we can do something cool with this. So let's figure out. And then she had the brilliant idea of like, oh, this could be like a cooler. Like we could just clean it out and make it a cooler for the party. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome, babe. Great idea. And by the way, and that's the last involvement I had with that idea. She was the one that cleaned it out, like took out all the dirt, took all the rocks. It was like layers of rocks in there, cleaned it, like scrubbed it with a drill, and then proceeded to move it from the backyard all the way to the front porch, which has stairs.
Damn.
And yeah, so she did that with a friend that she goes to the gym with.
Okay, perfect.
So it was like stuff like that, like getting that ready. All the
I will
food,
say that was a memorable part of the party. Because you walk into your front porch and there's just this tub and it's like, and if you brought something to drink, it's not like, oh, here's the kitchen, walk all the way through the house.
Yeah, because the kitchen is all the way in the back of the house.
Try to find space in a tiny little fridge. No, it's like
put it in the tub.
Put it in the tub.
Put it in the
so
cooler
fun.
tub. And exactly, it's right where you walk in. It was an amazing idea on her part. And then another big new addition that we did for the party this year was a drop.
Yes.
Our amazing friends, Madeline and Alex, I think it was mostly Madeline, from what Alex tells me, created a, like, how would you describe it? I mean, I'm looking at it. It's off screen.
Right,
sorry.
Yeah, it's right over there.
But
it's kind of like a stripper pole.
Yeah.
Imagine like a silver type stripper pole. And then the ball is all of these like plastic cups that have been it looks like taped together.
Yes.
But to make it into like a full dome circle, like a sphere, a globe.
And inside there's like, it looks like it's been a string of lights. Yeah, I think it's a string of lights that have just been like, she created holes in each of these cups, so then they've just like they poke out of like the cups. So it really does look like
it looks incredible, and
drop.
it's like when you're just looking at it, it's just this like orb of light, and then it's the orb of light is on a string, and then it went down the pole for the ball drop.
For midnight,
and it was amazing.
It was so cool. Yeah, we had it. And we had it inside. It was next to the Christmas tree. It was just. It was just so delightful and fun. I'm so happy about it. So I was feeling the like chaotic good of like, the stress of being a hostess, like running around, making sure like, okay, like food's out. Okay. The trash. Are there enough drinks?
You were a great hostess.
Thank you so much. I try. And I had help. this year. So that was fun. And then Allison is seeing the aftermath of that chaotic good. Right now,
I love to see a like coming into a house post house party because there is glitter everywhere. There's confetti everywhere. There's still some drinks in the tub.
Yeah,
that I might be visiting after this podcast.
What's
in that tub?
If you can believe it, we didn't put everything out. There's still stuff in the fridge.
Fun,
like for drink. It's wild. Yeah. But I mean, it just shows. It's one of those things where it does look crazy off screen. From what it looks crazy, but it's like I kind of look at it like, aw,
yeah,
like
it's a sign of a good party.
Mess. Yeah.
Well, was I telling you last night about like when I had a Christmas party?
Yes, I think you were telling Anna.
I was telling Anna this
for the first time. But I think you need to tell.
I think I need to tell
the pod. It's a really good story.
So this is a chaotic evil story.
Actually,
that's the alignment. So I had a Christmas party soon after graduating college, and I had this tiny little cute apartment. And I was in that era of my life where I was like quantity over quality when it comes to inviting friends for a party. And the most embarrassing, scary thing would be, what if I host this Christmas party and then no one comes?
Yeah.
Or like only a few people come. And so I invited a friend of mine that was very popular and younger than me. She at the time was like 21 years old or like 20 years old. And I was like, okay, I had just a big group of friends. I was like, invite all your friends to the party. She's like in the art scene, very creative, cool person. And so I was like, yeah, invite your friends. That'll be fun. And that just means more people in my apartment. So she invites all her friends.
So she does.
So she
does her homework and she does it.
And they all show up. And then I'm like, oh shit. Because there is easily over 100 people in my studio apartment. And it's full of people who don't give a shit about me.
Yeah.
Or
who
the
don't
apartment.
know you.
They're just like, oh, I'm here to party.
Yeah.
So where are the drinks? Oh, cool, cute apartment. And then they're just like sitting on my bed. They're like touching things on my bookshelf. And I'm like, this isn't, and I just was like starting to feel uneasy. Like I could just see like, I just was like, the night is slipping from my grasp, from my hands. And I was already feeling a little unmoored. And then I go into the bathroom. And I was like it was like an old apartment, an old house. So it had like, those kind of tall windows. The window was shattered. It was broken.
Yeah.
And it was Christmas party. It was one of the coldest nights of the year. It was 18 degrees and just cold air was blowing in. And everyone was just like, the bathroom was full of people. No one gave a shit.
Yeah.
People are still like the chaos of the party is continuing. And I saw that broken window. And I was like, I'm done. And then I walk into my kitchen and I hear a knock at the door. Or like someone's like, there's someone at the door. I go to the door. It's a policeman.
Then all of a sudden, isn't that so funny? It's like, exactly, no one gives a shit who you are. Like, right, all these random people. But the second, like, the cops are at the door, everyone's like, oh, that's for you. I think someone's at the door. I think it's for you. It's like, oh, so now you know who I am.
And I saw the cop and I was like, perfection. Yes. I was like, I love you. Like, yes, like all you need to do is like, you get up in this party. And
get him.
Well, essentially, I just was like, I want people to leave the party.
Yes.
I wanted him to like spook the people and make them scatter. And I was like, I was like, come on in. Like, take a little lap. Like, let's end this party together, my friend. And he was like, no. Oh my gosh. No, it looks like you guys are having a great party. Someone is just, they called. Eye roll.
They
call because of a noise complaint.
I know about fun, yeah.
But they don't know about fun. I'm not trying to end the party. No, I just have to show up and knock, but just consider it done. And I was like, wait, no. And then he starts walking away. I'm like, no, come back. So he didn't help me there. Cool cop, # cool cop. And then at that point I was like, I pulled the plug on the music. Turned the music off, stood on a box, and said good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
What time was that? Do you remember?
It was definitely it was before 2 a.m. because I still go downtown? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Like I still like went out and like had a good night. Because that was part of it too, is that I was like, okay, let's just try to get everyone out of the house and be like, okay, let's just hit a bar. Like, and it, like, okay, let's consider this party now just a pregame and now we're all going to leave. But all the kids were like, oh, I don't have an ID.
So of course they wanted to stay.
Yeah. And I was like, oh God, Jeez. Like, oh my gosh. And it's like, these are all kids I don't even know. And so got them all out of the house, still went out, all that, come back home. The house, my apartment is freezing. I'm with my friend. We get like all the blankets in the house. We get under them. We all have like our winter jackets on, like layers and stuff, and we're just like under the covers. And then next morning, I like open my eyes and I just see like my apartment's wrecked. The window is like completely shattered. And I call my parents.
Yeah.
I just called my mom because I'm like, who do you call in this time? In your time of need, you call your mom. And I was like, Mom, oh my God, the party, like, it did not go to plan. It wasn't good. It was, and she's like, she heard about the window and she was like, oh, Paul, your dad and I are on the way. Paul, get your shoes on. Get the broom. And my parents came, because they live close by. They came to my apartment and cleaned the house.
Yeah.
It was really sweet.
I love that.
So you just need to call my parents.
You did tell me that. You were like, Nina, you just need to like put on the waterworks and call my parents, and they could have this place in ship shop shape.
They're
like a
yeah,
little bit.
literally they'd be like, oh, I know how to get confetti off the floor.
Yeah.
And as my dad is like sweeping and like picking up stuff and like taking out trash, he said, it looks like you had a good party. Like, this looks like a fun time.
Yeah, it looks like you had a good time. It's like, oh my God, Dad, it was horrible.
And then the best plot twist is who broke the window. Because I was convinced it was one of them,
of course,
them hooligans, one of them youngins. No, it was one of my best friends.
It was one of your close friends.
It was one of my closest friends who she was sitting on, like, literally it had a ledge of like maybe 6 inches.
Yeah.
And her scrawny butt was like, oh,
I can sit on that.
I can sit on that.
Yeah.
Sat on it, leaned into it. Thankfully didn't fall through the window, but literally broke the window. And she didn't tell me that night.
Of course.
But then everyone else told me, like, oh, it was her.
It was her.
It was her. And then I was like, okay, now I know. And I'll never forget.
And I'll never forget. Oh, but what a fun like, the ghost of parties past. Like, that is such a good
I remember
story.
It fondly because it's like, it's the lore of,
yes.
You know, it felt like I was in a girls episode.
Oh, yes. It really does. And also, like, it ended well.
Yeah. Hannah Horvath wanted to have a rager.
Yeah.
Like the quintessential Christmas party. Then one thing goes wrong and it's too overwhelming.
Well,
You're trying to smash that cancel button.
I feel like the great parties, like, that is what happens. Like, there does need to be some chaos to make it, like, kind of like a memorable, like, fun party.
Yeah.
And then, but then there's the warning after. That's the tough part. That's the tough part about these parties.
Unless you have mom and dad. We really did make it better. Yeah, I mean, then we got the window fixed. It all worked out.
It all worked out.
It all worked out.
Well, that was me, Allison. But yes, how are you feeling aligned?
My historic alignment, I guess, was chaotic evil. My today alignment, I was going to just say it's chaotic good because, baby, this year is the year of chaotic good.
Hell yeah.
So that's just what I'm putting out because we started this podcast in September, I believe.
Wow.
And we've been doing it. This is our 30th episode that we're recording today.
Yeah.
And I'm just so proud of what we've accomplished. I feel like our training wheels are about to be kicked off because do you see, like, we also added this beautiful, like, if you're watching us on YouTube, we have this beautiful red fabric behind us. This is all fabric that we got when we traveled in India. When we traveled in India, you know.
Heard of it? Country or okay, the same.
We went textile shopping in Rajasthan.
We went to the pit. We went to the pit of textiles and fabric, and we barely survived, but we did make it out, and we got.
I came from a basement. Men, it was like literally like they put us in one room in the basement, but the basement is actually like.
I mean, it's huge.
Huge, like probably like hundreds of it was like tunnel people were down there for sure.
I was afraid to leave like the one room that we were at, to be honest, because I was afraid of getting lost.
And they'd be like, just describe what you want. We have it.
Yeah,
literally just describe whatever you want. We got it. And they would just keep it. And then it was like, because we were looking for red fabric specifically, I'd be like, something more red? Something less. Something more sparkly? No, not that. And then they just kept bringing it until we found like the stuff we needed. So yeah, no, I just wanted to be like, fuck yeah, this year's gonna be great. Yes. We're gonna recap some amazing shows.
We are.
And we're gonna hit the big time.
Yes,
girl.
we are. Yes.
Our definition of big time, as in friends and family, can keep listening.
Please do.
Please do. We really love you. We love your support. But also, like, we can't wait to welcome, like, the actual community of people who are obsessed with these shows as much as we are. Because I don't know how many times family has been like, we love listening. We don't actually know what y'all are talking about. Yeah. Because we don't watch the shows. Sweet. But we love you guys, and you guys are doing great. You're doing great, sweetie. I'm like, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
But we're going to find the people who get it.
We are.
We're going to find the people who get it.
We're here for you.
We're here for you. And I guess it's time to put our money where our mouth is.
Yes.
And show you how to do a recap.
And we're going to show you how to do it, baby.
Show you how to do
2026.
Chaotic good. Wait, how do I read my notes when I... Okay,
yeah,
like this. I moved the laptop. Amazing. So we wake up on the morning of day 3.
Yes.
In Greece.
Yes. It does feel like these women have been in Greece forever, but then I saw that, I'm like, oh, it's just been 3 days.
Yeah.
I guess it comes out weekly, so I guess
Yeah,
it is
so
like...
us being like, they're not having fun, they're not, like, where are we getting our night out? It's like, it's just the morning of day 3. Sometimes on a trip, I haven't even really figured out my shit yet by the morning of day 3, so okay. Fine. So what I was praying for was to have some like later that night footage, and then we'd see some like turtle time, some dancing, some lights. We don't get that.
We don't get that at all. We still see these women in like the corner of this like bar or restaurant, wherever they are. And the thing, when I said, I'm like, oh, we kind of get loosey-goosey, because it does look like, I mean, they get into some little shenanigans.
They do some like robot dancing. They like pick up a Red Bull paper cup doing the worm, maybe.
Yeah, they do like a little something, but again, it's just like...
Yeah, because I mean, because like every time they like arrive to a restaurant or like some kind of scenic view, it's just all empty tables. They're the only ones there, because I think they went in like late April, early May, and European summer don't even get kicked off until July.
Yeah.
Kind of June. It's, you know, it's not the time, but it's still like, it's hot. People are moving and grooving, going and flowing. But yeah, April, May, no. Because I went to Italy.
That's right.
I went on like a Mediterranean cruise. I went to Italy and stuff with my husband a couple years ago when he proposed to me. We went to Italy. And it was late May, and people were walking around with their like black leather jackets on. People like sweaters, jeans, no bare toes. Like people were very much still like in winter mindset. Like they hadn't switched to like, you know, the hot, sultry summertime.
Dancing.
And I looked at the restaurant that they ended up at. I have a lot to say on Andreas. The server at that restaurant.
Server at that last restaurant.
Oh my God, I know.
Oh my God.
But I looked at the restaurant just because I was curious about it, and they are like, they're only open from like April to October. Like they're closed during the off season. So I bet they like had just opened like the week before.
Yeah.
And then like they show up. Anyway,
so these women show up.
So it's like, yes, we're wanting them to have that like night out in Mykonos and Santorini, but it's like, it might not even be possible. Yeah. It might not even be an option. So we get to them starting their day, having brekkie. Yeah. Lisa's in her full like vaudeville eye makeup, eating some breakfast.
Oh my gosh, like already done up. Like
her eyeshadow is like all the way up to her eyebrow.
Yeah.
I mean, she's loving it, so that's all that matters.
I know. It's not the thing. I'm like, wow, she looks crazy. I'm like, but they like it. So I'm like, what the heck am I saying anything?
She loves it.
She loves it. I'm like, she wants it to look that way. I'm like, okay.
Oh my God. And then we witness on the ceiling cam,
y'all,
Angie walking down the hallway, and then full on, like it was collision.
It was a collision that it truly was. Like, how the hell did that happen? Because it felt, and unfortunately the ceiling cam doesn't exactly
it's something about like rounding the corner. Like they both didn't see each other, so they both walked into each other at the same moment.
The exact same moment.
And he's holding a jar, guys. He's holding a literal like tray of jam jellies in glass jars.
In glass jars, right, for chic, right? To like for the aesthetique.
The pot of jelly.
The pot of jelly, le croissant, les jam.
The jam everywhere.
Everywhere. Ouch. But it really was the thing of like, they both, I mean, we do see Angie like not looking, like she's not looking, he probably wasn't looking, maybe he was looking down, like
I can't drop all of these.
And also, I'm like, must have been at such speed. They must have both also been like at a pace.
Yeah.
The way that they hit each other was so hard, so fast. The crash that we see.
I know.
I mean, it's pretty bad.
It's bad because I feel for the staff, because they probably saw their lives like flash before their eyes.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
And they probably were like,
I can't believe I just like ran into someone,
and not only just someone,
but like
it's a Real Housewife, and not only a Real Housewife, it is Angie Castaneves, who just is like a gorgeous gorgeous woman.
Yeah, petite woman.
Who has invested a lot into everything she's got going on. So she did actually, it cut her mouth.
It cut her mouth.
It cut the inside of her mouth.
Yeah.
But I remember there was like a splash of, it was just red jelly on the wall, but I thought it was blood and I screamed.
Well, because we've already seen, and she mentions it, we've already seen her like break a finger or something.
Lucky she had a finger after that door jam incident on below deck.
That was really bad, and we did see a lot of blood in that one. That one was really scary.
So yeah, she goes back to the room. They're like checking out her lip. It's a little bit cut, but it's like on the inside, and they realize, the lip filler saved her.
Yeah.
Because there was like so much, I guess, like cushion padding.
It was like what did they say?
Brahma described it as a seatbelt for her face.
Exactly. Yeah. It was like those like like the safety cushions that come up when you're in the car accident.
Yes.
Sorry.
Those were her lips.
Sorry.
That's perfect.
I mean, that's what I was picturing.
And then like once I felt then so bad for the staff, because once they realized that they did not like truly like maim somebody, then imagine having to clean up the mess of broken jelly and honey jars, like glass and honey and the
stickiness and the oh my gosh, and the crumbs of the croissants. I mean, just everywhere. God. These are crumbly pastries.
Yeah, it was so bad. So I'm with the staff of Adonis Arcadius.
Yeah.
Whatever the villain
is. Oh
yeah,
I'm with them. And and also the like, oh my god, is my lip okay? Does it look okay? Like, oh my gosh, did it look bigger? It's like, girl, I don't think they can look bigger. Love you, Angie.
So then we get to Meredith is by the pool.
Yes.
She's got her feet in the water.
Yes.
She's got her like under eye mask on, and then she's put on a face mask, and she has 20 minutes for it to set in. Mm-hmm. Minding her own goddamn business.
Oh yeah.
Just enjoying herself.
Yeah. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm in Greece. Like it clicked.
It clicked.
It finally clicked for her. It's like, oh, I'm on a free vacation.
Yeah.
In Greece. I look great. Meredith fucking Marks. Like, it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. Lisa arrives and sits next to her, and Meredith shares that she got sleep that night.
Yes.
Slept like a rock. It was amazing. And I was like, that is literally the drug you are chasing when you're traveling.
Yes.
And it just like true sleep, because you just get like used to like, oh well, that sleep was shitty, but like I'm gonna survive today.
Yeah.
Like I just kept telling myself, like, when you're traveling, it's like sleep isn't precious. It's like the experience is precious.
Yeah.
So, and then in my like day-to-day real life, like normal life like this, sleep is absolutely precious.
Oh, yeah.
And I savor it, and it's delectable, and like getting in deep sleep is always very, very important. Traveling, it's like, well, we get what we can get. Lisa's décolletage.
Oh, yeah.
Her titties are out. Anyway, they look really good, and I just want to see them more.
Nice. She loves, and she had her full glam on at this point, and they're like, oh yeah, I love this girl. I want to move her to the States.
That's how you can get, your
work visa,
your pipeline work visa to America. Just become part of Lisa's glam squad. Honestly, that's a great plan. And then Meredith was saying last night was fun, and then we get some flashback to some of that stiff dancing. And Meredith is like, I know, I just want us to be mature adults and put things aside and have some fun. And I'm like, amen. And I'm so sorry, Meredith. I'm so sorry, Meredith, that these women are coming after you.
Yeah.
And they just can't let you have a good day.
They cannot. So
then we get to the Fine Dress Photoshoot.
Oh my God. And the girls, I know. It was giving me flashbacks to us. In our photo shoot.
Oh gosh, yes, we had a princess photo shoot too in India. We got dressed up. It was so fun. I'm just like, oh, this, like, I didn't even know that was a tourist thing in Greece.
I never heard of that either.
I never heard of it, and I'm like, and I would absolutely do that.
I would absolutely do that.
100%.
Especially with the girls. Oh my gosh. So it's like, I guess it's a touristy thing where the women get dressed up in these dresses. They're kind of like, would you say they're like sarongs? Or like, what would you describe? Or like they're these drapey.
Like, I just think they're like flowy, pretty princess dresses.
And they're bold. All of them are these bold colors. And of course, it's so fun to see the women like choose their colors. And they're extremely flowy, and their first photos of all of them like lined up with their dresses and their like trains.
They literally look like a postcard.
Yes. I saw a meme that someone had that photo up, and under it said like, "This is what I mean when I say that the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City are my Avengers." I read that, I'm like, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone picks out their colors. Of course, Lisa's like, "Why do we every single time we travel we have to dress up?" I'm like, "This is hardly dressing up. This isn't dresses y'all would wear."
Yeah.
They're not designer dresses. I'm so sorry. She does put that little Chanel pin on the dress. So girl, you made it. You made it Chanel with the pin.
I would say you can call it a Chanel dress now.
Period.
You
totally.
wore a Chanel dress
and she says she'd rather go to a beach club and people be like, "I'd die for your outfit." And then as they're leaving, the dresses are so long.
Yes.
The trains are very long.
Very long.
That Heather's just trying to walk out the door frame, and then it gets caught in the door. Her boob comes out, and she has like a nipple cover on, so we don't like fully see it. But we, you know a boob when you see one.
Yeah.
And she just like keeps walking.
Yeah. Like it's
just on the go.
Yeah.
She's like mother of 3.
I was about to say, I'm like, that's mother for you. Like, I think at that point, like, you're not
like Heather's like on task. Like, I have to get to the van. Yeah. The time, we were supposed to leave probably 3 minutes ago, and I'm not a person that's late. Like, no, we're moving. Like, oh, the tit's out. We'll while I walk and talk. Yeah, we can get it back in. Like, oh, a tit's out.
And I have to bring up, so exactly, the women like all choose like their color dresses, and then when it's Brittany's turn, she chooses the orange dress, which I think looks beautiful on her. I think it's a great color.
Oh yeah, she said she felt like a ray of sunshine.
I know, and I agree while she was taking her photos. But of course, like after she picks her dress, Angie cannot help herself. She has to make a comment about like, Grace, so she picked the worst color, so I'm gonna choose. I'm like, girl, Angie, why?
I remember when she said that, and I didn't catch who she said it about.
It was Brittany.
Okay, it was my Britani.
I know. Never what.
You know who's gorgeous? Britani. She's like they're all beautiful, but she's like gorgeous, like Brittany is just someone like she just has like a face that you're like she's just been pretty her whole life. Yeah. It may have been like, and she knows it, and it maybe has been some of her hardships in life.
Been brought on because of it. I know it's like she's a blessing and a curse.
Blessing and a curse type of pretty. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So anyway. They and what we're getting to like, why are the dresses so long? Well, for the photo shoot, part of the photo shoot is the fact that they're like on this beautiful like ledge with this like gorgeous like scene behind them, right? And there's a photographer and there's a photographer's assistant or assistants actually, and they're there. It's like 3, 2, 1, and then the assistant's just like below like the train of the dress, so it just looks like they're creating the wind, and there's this gorgeous wind on you. I mean, these women. I really want a photo like that. I really want to do that. Oh yeah, I like made a note like the vision board.
Yes, that
is definitely. And Meredith is getting her photo taken. Yeah, and she's got that like little soft smile of hers when she's like enjoying herself. Yeah, and it's like I'm having fun. It's like after yesterday. I didn't think I was gonna have fun, but now I am. It's okay to smile.
I know, it's the kind of what I think of. It's like the soft smile where it's like you don't want to get wrinkles, or you don't want to show wrinkles. It's very like if you're watching YouTube.
Well, you say you go.
You're smizing. It's the smizing
instead of cheese. You go yoga. Yeah, but that's also valid too. Me, I was like making it into a whole like emotional thing. Like, it's the soft smile of like you blossoming on this trip, and it's all gonna be okay. But of course,
the girls gotta talk. Because even when they're these girls, even when it made me think of like how we talked. I think maybe one of the last episodes about like how we don't talk shit about our friends because we like our friends. Yeah, I feel like these women, even when they're talking nice about someone, right? Because the convo started like, oh my gosh, look at Meredith, she looks so happy. Like, oh my gosh, we're having fun. And of course,
they attribute it to the highs and lows of a mood swing of an addict. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of like, remember yesterday how bad she was yesterday, and now she's good.
And now she's good. All of a sudden, like, what's that about?
What's that about? And we'll get more into this. We will. I have a lot of notes on this, but we'll get into it at lunch. Because they decide after their photo shoot who wants to go to lunch? Who wants to go to the spa?
Mm-hmm.
And Mary,
Bronwyn and
Whitney decide to go to lunch, and the rest are going to the spa.
The spa, yeah.
And so they depart, and Mary is over these dangerous steps.
Yes.
And I'm like, I just love how like Mary is already being very cautious, and I think she's gonna live a long life.
Oh yeah.
Because she's like, no, she's gonna be like that old lady that never falls.
Oh yeah.
Because she's so careful.
I mean, honestly, I'm trying to be that.
I'm like loving that.
I mean, I'm trying to be that. I have never broken a bone in my body ever in my life. I know as I say that. Oh my god. And I'm trying to keep that.
Well, yeah, I went ice skating once, like as an adult, a couple years ago, and after that, I was like, yeah, never again.
Never. I don't ice skate. No.
Because I'm like, I like having wrists. I like having feet. I like having ankles.
I like my knees.
I like it all just working.
Yeah. Fingers. I like it all. It's nice.
So they arrive at the spa. Oh my god.
Yeah, this spa.
So me and my family, the lady part of my family, also my husband and I.
Yes.
Honestly, I roll my familia is a spa family.
Yeah, which I love.
And then it's just how we unwind. We always are like, if we travel, I'm always looking to see like what if I went to Greece, which I love like planning like trips that I haven't taken yet.
It's so fun.
But I have like an itinerary to go, go on so many destinations, and I have researched a Greece trip before, and I would absolutely do a spa. And I was like, okay, I'm being hard on this Vexia spa because it just doesn't seem like it's giving a lot. But I'm like, but maybe, the weather isn't that good. Like it's not warm enough, so they're not sitting outside. And maybe there's an amazing outdoor area. Maybe it's just off season. Maybe like they are only filming in this one spot of the spa.
Yeah.
So I looked them up online.
Okay.
I looked up their website.
Okay.
No, that was the whole.
No, that's the whole.
That was the whole kit and caboodle. Is what we saw.
Pool?
That weird walking pool.
That weird walking
Why
pool?
would you do that to a pool?
Why?
You turned it into a weird chore. Like
they turned it into. It looks like one of those.
That's the least relaxing way a pool can be.
Yeah, it looked like one of those. Like gosh, what's it called? Like, is it called like muscle therapy? Like it looked like some.
Oh, physical therapy.
Physical therapy. Yeah, it looks. Muscle therapy. What am I talking about? It looks like a physical therapy hospital, where like someone had an accident and they have you. Yeah. Not to be insensitive. My dad does this. Okay.
I'm
just
laughing that it's like a spa should not remind you of a physical therapy hospital. It should not.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's very bad. And they take them into the relaxation area, the quiet zone. And it's funny because like my family and I, we have encountered a quiet zone from time to time, and a quiet zone does not want to find us. Is what I gotta say.
You haven't encountered the quiet zone, and the quiet zone has not found you.
No,
exactly.
It says quiet zone, and we're like, cute. And
anyway, so I was thinking for dinner we should.
Exactly. Well, first it's like we get to the quiet zone,
of course.
And if nobody else is in the quiet zone,
oh yeah, of course,
we get posted up, and we're just like talk.
Yeah,
and then if someone new comes to the quiet zone, we're like, and then we're just like, we just try to be quiet, and then we just try talking to the person. And we're just like, oh my god,
getting them okay with talking. Like we have to initiate them so they can be okay with our talking.
Because of course we're just like, we're very like outgoing chatty people. We're like, well, of course, like they would, if they had the option to chit chat.
Then they would love to
chit chat because everyone's wired like we're wired. I'm sure of it. I'm sure no one would want quiet time.
No,
who would ever want that?
Spa? Come
on. Yeah. So then we like start chit chat, and usually I really feel like the people we encounter in the quiet zone that we just chit chat the whole time, they're fun.
Yeah.
Because they talk about the service they did. They talk about like what trip they're having. Oh my god, and you're with your husband. Oh, anniversary. Oh my god, how long? Where did you guys get married? Well, oh, really? How many kids do you have? Where are they in college? Like it's so good. It's so good. So like quiet zone, I don't know a quiet zone.
No.
I don't know it.
And I don't want a quiet zone for these women.
No. And there was no one else in that spa.
No.
There's no one else even like booked. There's no one else even staying on that
I know,
property.
That spa should
So
be
I know
so
like
lucky.
her like coming like later, like coming to me like, be quiet. It was like a producer was just like nudging them along. Like, and I did love them like whisper yelling.
Of course.
That was fun.
I mean, that is funny.
That was like one of the funnest parts of the episode.
Yeah. Yes, and it's while they're in that physical therapy pool that Brittany, whatever, just lightening the mood, having some fun. She's had a great morning. She's having a great vacation. She splashes Angie with some water.
Yes, yeah.
And the drama and the thing.
Well, you know what it reminded me of?
What?
The pool that we go to over the summer.
Yeah.
Which is literally it is a pool. The pool we go to over the summer is a pool like mostly for families. But we don't have families. We don't have kids. And when we go to the pool, that is literally filled to the brim with children. We're trying to act like we don't know what kids are.
Literally, I turn into the biggest Grinch.
And it literally, like, if I'm in the pool and one little thing splashes on me, and I look over, and of course it's a kid, I just give them a look like, don't you ever splash water on me again. And if it's like a boy, that's not, like
a toddler,
like a toddler or a 5-year-old. If it's like an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old boy, I'm like, stop.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've taken away like little footballs.
Like this football? No, it's mine now.
Yeah, especially when you have an entire pool to play, but of course they want to play in the section that we're at. Which, by the way, this is a pool that it's all the same level. I also want to put that out there. I think there's a small section that's like the deep end, and exactly the kids love playing there, so
also,
I'm never over there.
And it's like we're like 2 people out of maybe 70, and we're the only 2 people that are like not tethered to children.
Yes.
And have nothing to do with the children, and
want nothing to do with the children,
and want nothing to do with them. And of course,
that's the pool we hang out at. And
we're trying to fix this. We're trying to fix this.
Yeah.
I love it though when like the middle school girls stand up for us.
Oh yeah.
That has happened before because I'm just like they're splashing me and I'm just like, Allison, you can't yell at a kid.
Yeah, that's not your kid.
You just like you can't be yelling at other people's kids. And then like I remember like there was like probably like a group of like 14, 15-year-old girls and they walked up and they're like, guys, can you stop splashing here and playing here and throwing the ball over here? You're hitting the water's hitting these women, and that's rude. And I was like, what they said. It's
like White Lotus. It's like what the cool girls think. Listen to them.
I was like, thank you so much. So anyway, that's happening. So I'm like, I do get it that they're like annoyed because I'm like, I could also maybe be annoyed in this moment. However, I'm like,
but
who's doing anything in these scenes is Brittany. Brittany's the star of this freaking show.
She is. Give her freaking snowflake. Talk about changing stuff up. Give her a snowflake already. Jesus.
Yeah. So no, she's just and she's
a wet hair girly. We've talked about this.
And she made a good point of her being a good sport.
Yes.
On the below deck charter of them dumping whole buckets of water on her head.
Brittany is agreed. Brittany's a lot of things, and she is a great sport.
You know what? The throwback I wanted to bring up on this topic.
Which one?
Is
Jen Shaw.
No.
When Jen Shaw, to be quote unquote funny, like dumped, I think it was champagne on Angie's head.
Okay, so there's literally so many now because there's that one too.
Okay, which one are you thinking of? Sorry,
I'm thinking of when Ramona broke a wine glass on Kristen's face. In the beaches when they were like out like in a canoe. In the berserkshires when they were like out on a canoe. Dude. And Kristen's face like literally got cut.
Yeah. And Ramona to this day I don't think has ever apologized.
No, not truly. She's kind of like, well, I like you upset me.
Because you got water. Wasn't it? She's like
because Ramona was like obsessed with her blowouts that season. Yeah. And could not get her hair wet and Kristen splashed her. Yeah. And literally like who gave Ramona a wine glass on a fucking canoe? Yeah. Because she threw it, she like went like this, and the wine glass broke on Kristen's face. Yeah. And Kristen's like a model.
She's a model. She's gorgeous.
She's literally like, don't
she
hurt
has a bright future ahead of her. What are you doing?
Like, do not hurt her face. And it was like, and like the whole conversation was like, yeah, okay, like I splashed you. I'm not I don't really feel like I need to apologize for that, but okay,
because
sure.
we're in a canoe, like we're in the water. By the way, yeah, it's not like they were in a restaurant. You know what I mean? It's like like they're out in like a lake.
But then
like,
Ramona's whole thing was like, but you upset me. But it's like, but your reaction of breaking a wine glass on me is way like that is
a different level.
That's like that's wrong.
That is Ramona. That's wrong. I know, but Ramona's on a different.
But yeah, let's leave the spa and head over to lunch.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Let's go on over.
So let me scroll back up in my notes. Mm-hmm. So they arrive at a restaurant, another empty one with an amazing view. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine, but I pray for people who have not been to Europe, it's better than this.
It is better than this.
Because usually when you go, honestly, during high season it has its perks.
Yeah.
There's going to be like sexy people draped all over those tables. Yes. People are going to be having their long lunches. There's going to be people in the streets. Like, it's just like, ugh, like the bodies, baby. It's all happening here. Mm-hmm. So they start their lunch, and Mary opens up that she is feeling concerned about Meredith.
Yeah.
And last week or last episode, I was worried it was Heather because of how they edited it. That it was she was concerned about Heather, so she's not concerned about Heather. Yeah. And she equates Mare's behavior, and Whitney equates Mare's behaviors to the mood swings that her dad did. Yeah. And my thing is like, are they really mood swings? Because and Nina, at any point you can interject and be like, I think differently, because I feel like I'm also like, I started going on like a devil's advocate like spiral
while you were thinking of this.
I was like, and this.
Also, by the way, since I've traveled with Allison and she like journals in her laptop, and let me tell you, there is nothing better than just like Allison next to you with her headphones, just like.
So I started doing that.
You can just tell when she has a thought. When you have a thought and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna get this out. I love it. I love it. So I can just picture you being like, what? Yeah. Okay, no, keep going.
So mood swings. I'm like,
okay.
When you get to know a friend, when you're just around someone for a long time, you notice patterns in their behavior. Yeah. Everyone has patterns. We all have them. But then to equate that to a mood swing, I think is a big swing, you could say. Okay. Because later when Whitney's sharing about this lunch to Heather's like, oh, you're all right. There is a pattern. Meredith unengages, and then she engages, and then she disengages. And I'm like, yeah, that's just what Meredith does.
I feel like that's what we've always seen her do.
And we've always seen her do. Also, saying mood swings, all y'all bitches have mood swings. Lisa. I know. I mean, the way like she can go from like 0 to 100.
Yeah. From the smallest thing. And a great example is like later on in the episode. When they're having dinner and Winnie literally just brings up like, oh, I think this is maybe different than when you Lisa do, and Lisa loses it on her. Anyway, that's where I'm jumping ahead, but yes, exactly.
So it's not fun. I also don't love seeing people like twisting someone's good mood into a symptom of like a bigger problem. Because I'm like, she's in a good mood because she's in Greece and she had a full night's sleep. Like, don't make this into something. Also, I find it rich that, you know, it's not that big of a deal, like at the lunch, like they're all like pouring their glasses of wine. And then when they're getting like later in the episode, when they're like getting ready to go out for dinner, they're having this like conversation about like Meredith's problems, and like Heather's got a fucking glass of wine, of red wine, like filled to the brim.
And Whitney's like opening up another bottle.
Yeah.
While she's talking about it. Yeah,
come on. Like, and you know, of like the full range of devil's advocate is okay, like she has this incident on the plane, which does sound like it got bad, but you hear about people all the time taking a pill before a flight. Like, I feel like people say it in rap songs, people say it casually. She has not admitted to taking a pill before the flight, but let's say she took a pill before the flight, because a lot of people do that. And then she drank, and when you take pills like that, when you're drinking like without pills, you almost have to drink like several extra drinks to get to a place where you're like not okay. Yeah. With those kind of pills, you can drink 1 drink, 2 drinks, like such a small amount.
Yeah.
And then it's not okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that is like, that is literally not safe to do, and don't like
No
do
way.
that. But it's also seems to me like, you know, I don't think you can like claim someone is like an alcoholic pill popper who has all these mood swings based off of maybe just that one incident. Maybe there's been more incidents.
I guess that's what I end up thinking about, especially because how upset like Mary is. Like I think that's where I'm like, maybe there's something we're not seeing. Like maybe there is stuff that we're not seeing. Because exactly, if we're just going off one event, then I also think I'm like, well, that's kind of like unfair. But because talking about patterns, like with addicts, like these, like that airplane thing, something like that would be happening all the time, you know, from like personal experience and me seeing stuff like this, like the airplane incident, like stuff like that happens with addicts like all the time. Like they are doing horrible things and truly forget, like you'll bring it up to them like, hey, you said this thing, or you did this thing, and they have no clue. Like they essentially wake up to you being upset, and they have no like idea, and there's not even a way for them to like fix it, because they truly in their bones don't feel like they did anything. So that's the thing. I'm like, okay, if we're going off one thing, I'm like, I don't know, it seems like kind of a stretch.
I
like,
also know that there's sometimes with certain friends, there is an incident that changes things. Yeah. And there really is no going back. And it's like, I feel like we meet friends along our lives. Like, this is where I went into my journaling, because I chronicled a few things from my life, but I won't get into all of those. But, you know, just thinking of like something happens and either you can't get past it, or something happens and someone else can't get past it. Yeah. And then you have other friends that are just like on the ride of life with you. Yeah. And they just are like, hey, like, we're going to figure this out. Yeah. And it's either because they're just a good friend and they love you and they know you're better than this, or there's someone who maybe like Lisa is like kind of loves when you're like at your worst, because they can kind of join in. Yeah. So it's like that balancing. So, I also was thinking of other Bravo shows, and how other Bravo shows normalize this behavior, and it's not even a problem.
We don't even talk about it. Yeah,
and it's just joked about. Yeah. So if I'm thinking, what shows are you thinking about when I bring this up?
I mean, of course, I'm thinking about Vintage Roni.
Vintage Roni. Think of like, what do you think about like Summer House, Southern Charmed, Vanderpump Rules, Below Deck?
Ooh, oh my gosh.
Because I feel like there's just this like total like normalizing like binge drinking, and it's not a problem.
Well, let's see. I think Summer House, they kind of talked about a little bit with Carl's backstory, with his brother and his personal journey with addiction, and being sober. Love that for you, Carl. But you're so right. I think like with Vanderpump, definitely. Oh my gosh, they do not bring it up at all. Even though we're saying, you know, and who I think of it the most is Tom Schwartz. Yeah. The way that because he seems like such a like like whatever, like bubbly guy, just going about his like life, and just him starting off whenever they go out, starting off every meal with a shot. Like, oh, we're just getting some lunch. And there's no shots, and it's never, the producers don't like make it into a thing. It's never like, oh, they're really focusing on that shot. It's just like, it's just, that's our Schwartzy. That's just like what he does.
Yeah. Whereas on Salt Lake City, Britani appears to have seasickness, or if you listen to our recaps, I claimed she wasn't having any, and it was like her version of a ding, ding, ding to get the attention back on her. There was no vomit. We'll see. Release the files. But let's say she did have seasickness, and then goes on to like literally sip a drink after, and they're like, "Wow, alcoholic."
Oh my god,
and I'm just like, and I'm not saying like what, it's like these two totally different perspectives, and like what's happening on Vanderpump Rules is not healthy behavior, but also like what's happening on Salt Lake City feels like they're almost going too far in the other direction. Yeah. That it's, you know, I'm like thinking like is like the Marys and the Whitneys, are these old and wise women calling out problematic behavior that is, dangerous enough that they need to bring it up amongst friends?
Yeah.
Or are they old and judgmental women that want to have their foot on Meredith's face?
And want to have their...
Because I also feel like when you turn it into I'm concerned for you, it's like you are absolved of like whatever is about to come out of your mouth. Because I'm concerned.
Because I'm concerned for you.
I think you having like this different mood today is just another example.
Yeah, it makes me think even more that you definitely have a problem because of how happy you are today.
Yeah, I think that was in my rant part of the notes. Now I'm going to scroll back to where the actual things that were happening at lunch go.
Yes.
So yeah, Mary says she thinks Meredith is fragile and she needs help. She describes it as there are too many highs, lows, and mediums.
That's where she lost me.
And I was like,
that's where she lost me.
Else is there than highs, lows, and mediums?
Especially since recently, or whatever many episodes back, and for when they were I guess it was like one of the Below Deck episodes where Mary exactly was yelling at Meredith for like, yeah, you don't do anything. Why don't you go in the water and do something? It's like, so she's doing nothing or she's doing too much. What is it? That's where she lost. I will say. I was like,
that is such a good point. That is such a good point.
Again and again, I'm like this, y'all. Right
now.
Like,
Mary starts crying, and she says that Meredith is clearly suffering, and she can see it. And I'm like, y'all realize she's still married to Seth?
Yeah.
She's suffering because she's married to that lech,
dog,
that succubus of a man.
Dog, yes.
Like, I think there's also that elephant in the room of like, yeah, her marriage is probably very challenging. Yeah. Because that would be for me personally, that would be a very hard person to be married to. Just by the way he like talks to women, talks to his family, how he approaches life, how every thought he has, he just opens his mouth and says it.
Just says it.
And she's been through decades of that. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably hard.
Yeah, it's probably hard. You should probably check in on her instead of trying to like judge her.
Yes.
Or make it a like salacious thing, right? Of like, oh well, it's something about the marriage, like blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, it's probably just hard. Yeah, it probably is just challenging being married.
And like, this is your
like
person, and I can tell like Meredith like actually does enjoy Seth's sense of humor. But I bet there's like a lot of times when it's like really hard to be married. I think being married can be hard in many ways. I do love the like Mary then says amen and starts eating her salad, like,
and amen,
and I've said my piece.
Exactly.
And this is when Bronwyn spills some tea.
Which, were you like me? I thought she was gonna maybe talk about Todd.
Ooh, yeah.
But I guess
I did, of course.
I guess the way that things are filmed and stuff that's coming out now.
She's on this episode. She's all like, "I love Todd." On this grease strip, she's like, "I love this man."
Exactly.
But we know because of all the news and stuff that they have now separated. They're like on the path towards divorce, and I believe all of that is being aired during the reunion. And next episode is the season finale.
Yes.
And then we got the reunion.
Oh my
God! I think the reunion is going to be so good because like this tidbit that Bronwyn just shared, I don't know if that is going to get back to Meredith by the end of next episode. So I feel like that could all get hashed out in the reunion. Bronwyn has the big news of like the divorce. I just think the reunion is going to be very juicy. So Bronwyn shares this story that she feels so weird about.
So weird.
I felt uncomfortable about it. I've been holding it on for months, so you guys know how weird I feel about it. She said she was in New York City with Todd at an Italian restaurant, because that's these Mormons and their Italian restaurants.
I know.
They're like in New York. It's just there's every time they film in Salt Lake City, it's an Italian restaurant. They're in an Italian restaurant in New York City.
Of course.
And they run into Seth. And Seth is like, "Hey, what's up?" Says hi to Todd. Because Seth is a very friendly guy. Yeah. I'm saying he's a succubus, but like, he's a friendly Seth.
Well, he's a succubus in the sense that I feel like he gets his energy from like being around people, like being in the talk about being in like the mix, being in the buzz. Like I feel like Seth, and how this show is like so much in a bubble and Salt Lake City's a lot in a bubble. I feel like Seth needs to be in New York City. Like he likes just being around like all this energy. And that's a like energy vampire style. Like I just think he like needs to be around that.
Yeah.
And that's where he gets his like, but that's the thing. I don't know if I want to see Seth in his like full Seth mode.
Maybe what I don't like is Salt Lake City Seth.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Because he's like bored.
Yeah.
And so when you're bored, sometimes you say
It's
dumb
like
shit.
it's like an animal in a cage. Allison, we need to let him out.
I know, let him out. I want to see New York City stuff. So he says that he's like meeting with an investor or something at the restaurant, and dun 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 dun.
It's a woman.
It is a female.
It is a female that he's hanging out with.
And it's like,
okay.
I think the reason why you didn't bring it up, Bronwyn, is because you said it yourself.
Yes,
when you saw the female, you didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
You didn't think like, oh, he's like out with his lady, his mistress. It's like, no, probably he is out with an investor.
Yeah.
I think also, like, saw a tweet or something of like, Meredith was like, there was also a lot of other people at that dinner too.
Yeah.
With Seth. And
yeah.
it's rich coming from Bronwyn, who made her whole constitution
about not talking about
no marriages.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's the thing. It's like, you can say like in this constitution, no marriages, but with these shows, it's like marriages are a huge part of your life. And like, that's kind of like a lot of the interaction. That's just a huge part of these women's lives. And if you really are focused on not bringing the children into it, because I do get that point of view, it's like, okay, well, we can bring in some of the men, because a lot of times the men are misbehaving.
Yeah.
And
yes, they are.
Sometimes. And Bronwyn connects it all back because she says that her defensiveness about Seth, she recognizes it with her, how she can feel defensive about Todd. And I'm like, well, wait, what did I write? I said, like, you're not defensive about Todd having you're not defensive about Seth having a dinner with a female in New York. You're defensive about him looking at pictures of naked women on airplanes and farting while making out with someone else.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Meredith is like spiraling about him like being at a restaurant table with a female. It's like, no, Bronwyn.
I know.
Todd is farting. Todd is farting while making out with people.
Yeah.
And we know this.
Yeah.
Nina and Allison in Athens, Georgia know this. Like, that's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot to handle.
I know. It was one of those things where I heard her talking and I'm just like, oh, Bronwyn, you're so close. It's like, just follow that line. You know, like, exactly. It's like, when she says, exactly, like, when I get defensive with Todd, I'm like, right. And why do you get defensive about Todd? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, follow that thought through, Bronwyn.
Well,
like, instead of thinking about these other people, keep going.
Because I'm going to go on a rant in a second back at the spa. Because it's like, also, one thing I wish for Meredith, hopefully season 7, Meredith, I would love to still see. I would love to still see you. Is that instead of her disengaging and just walking off in scenes, that she actually like sits and like tries, because I think she just gets overwhelmed, like, cameras are on me, I don't know what's happening, like, it's kind of like I'm
trying to think of what to say. I think that's also part of it.
Yes, it's like she's like, she doesn't know the right thing to say, so she just gets flustered and then leaves. And I'm like, no, like, stick with the conversation, stick with it, girl. So we get back to the spa. And at this point, they're all in their robes and they're in the quiet zone relaxation area. Actually, I wanted to say one thing. There was a commercial break and there was an ice commercial.
What?
Like government ice.
Oh, like when you were watching?
Yeah, when I was watching it live on Bravo. And I just wanted to say, shame on you, Bravo. It was a really like offsetting. It was like a, do you know any illegals?
Ew.
Like, here's our hotline. We got to catch them. And it was like on the TV, Bravo. And I just am like,
no.
You took their ad money.
Yeah.
And I was upset with that. Also, the amount of dog commercials. And when I say dog commercials, it's commercials with dogs in them, is insane.
Oh, well,
because
you
my dogs.
You have a specific problem with that in your households.
Actually, I was just like, oh my god, another one. It's like there's like 8 different ones, and they're just constantly cycling through.
Well, it's freaky. The algorithm has found out that you have dogs, so it's trying to show you dogs, and you're like, no.
It's my own torture device. It's like ice commercials or dogs, and I'm like,
oh my gosh. Evil. That's evil.
So they, because it's the quiet zone, they start whisper talking, and Lisa says, "Why did you get her hair wet?
Hey, why'd you get her hair
did you do that? And Angie says, it took me an hour. It took me an hour to do my hair.
With my bad finger.
And now it's crusty. It's like people's pee is in my hair. And Britt, great point. You're a hair expert.
I think you're a hair expert. You'll be fine.
It didn't take you an hour.
No.
And then Angie shared her
routine.
And I was like, you know, she scissors in the treatment.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
I think I want to say it means like this.
It's
like
not with a scissor.
I think it just means kind of like, I don't know why she used that. I don't know exactly what it means. I guess I figured it just meant like running your, like maybe it's like in your hands, the treatment, and then you just kind of like run your fingers through it.
But it sounded very professional by saying she scissors in the treatment, blows it out at full tension, and then she ends with an oil. Yeah. And it looks like glass.
And I believe it because her hair is gorgeous.
I'm like, I want to do that. And then, Britani, she says, well, no one's asked me if Olivia texted me yesterday for Mother's Day. I'm like, oh my God, the trauma of this Mother's Day.
I know.
Oh my gosh. So I'm like, Britani, you're not there yet with your healing journey with Miss Olivia. So what I did is I did like a grade school grading of like what grade you are as a mom and the correlating Mother's Day you will have.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So, I'm ready.
If you are a C, like A, B, C, C, F, if you're a C and below, nothing. Yeah. You get nothing. Silent treatment.
Sorry. Yeah.
They're not coming for you.
No.
But the inbox, the messages, the phone calls, nada, nothing. Yeah. Britani is at a C. Yeah. Maybe you're on your way to B. Yeah. Maybe. There's that
you
whole
gotta earn it. You gotta
there's that whole Jared situation.
You gotta earn that text. You gotta earn that call.
Exactly.
For Mother's Day. Yeah.
See, if you're a B grade mother, you get a text message saying Happy Mother's Day. But that's it. Yeah. Text. That's it. If you are an A grade mother, you get a text message or phone call saying Happy Mother's Day. A public Instagram story post.
Cute.
In your honor.
Yes.
And if you live nearby, you guys go out to eat, but mom/parents pay for the meal. That's A. A plus.
A plus.
A plus phone call, Instagram story post, a gift delivered to you if you're not nearby. That's what Mare got. She got flowers. Yeah. And if you live nearby, you go out to eat and you, the child, picks up the bill.
Hell yeah.
So Meredith is an A+.
I love this.
Meredith is an A+, and Britani is a C.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, sorry.
Facts.
Sorry. Yeah.
And Meredith is so upset that Britani is bringing up Mother's Day. How dare you after the day I had? I'm like, it was even a traumatic Mother's Day for Muzzy.
Oh my God, yeah.
All the way in California. I'm like, oh my gosh, they are like, and I'm like, Meredith, baby Brooksy, you talked to him on the phone, not for as long as you wanted, but he also was getting on a plane. So it wasn't, you're in a van, you're traveling, you got a phone call in, and then they delivered you flowers.
Yes, because they're obsessed with you. Your kids love you. Your kids love you. You love them. You will be in communication with them. You know what I mean?
This is like a fact that it's like the sky is blue, the grass is green. I love my kids love me. Like that is what Meredith has. Yeah. And Meredith knows it. And so when Britani says it's apples and oranges, I agree. It's literally apples and oranges. And I feel like, so Britani says, it's not the same. And Meredith is like, I bust my ass to have a relationship with my kids, so don't go there. I'm like, valid point. I bet Meredith has put in a lot of work to have that kind of relationship with her kids.
Agreed.
Unfortunately, this is when Meredith gets in a huff and a puff and she leaves. And I'm like, yo, like Britani,
just sit there
like,
and tell her that.
Was handing you on a silver platter this this opportunity for you to have the upper hand in the conversation. Because you could have really gone into like, you want to know how I'm a good mom? Let me list it out for you.
Exactly.
And then we could have learned more about how Meredith is as a mom.
Yes.
And then maybe we would have learned about more how Britani is as a mom. Because whenever Britani is cornered about her relationship with her kids and her as a mother, she says some stupid shit every time that I'm like all ears.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to know more.
Yeah.
I need to know more about this. So I'm like, no, Meredith, don't walk away. Like, actually, like, if you sat with this, it would have been a pretty interesting conversation.
Yeah.
And it would have, like, you literally, like, would have looked good.
Yeah. It looked really good. In front of her, in front of us. Like,
yeah. So I bet, like, production is over it. How she just gets up and leaves. I think maybe her first couple times, I'm disengaging, it became a shtick. It was kind of funny. Like, funny, okay, it's her quirky character element. And now they're like, no, we, like, have a scene to shoot, and you just walking away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, sit your ass down.
This is your job.
Sit your butt down and talk to these women.
I know, again, like, and Meredith, you're an OG. Like, you know how this works. Like, you haven't figured out how to, like, I don't know, like, be on TV yet. Do you know what I mean? Like, exactly, like, about being, like, flustered or this or that. Like, I understand, but it's like, girl, 6th season. Like, you don't know.
Just do a Lisa move and just repeat the same word over and over again.
And also, if,
and
like,
you'll get there.
And also the way, again, it's also this, like two-sided thing when it comes to Britani, where they're like, they love talking to, like, they love saying how stupid she is and this and that, which I'm also like, okay, I'm over it. Like, is she a dummy? Of course she is, but, like, enough. They love telling it to her face, behind her back, but then she's such a mastermind that you get flustered when she asks about, like, how you are as a mom.
Yeah.
So what is it? Is she like an evil mastermind trying to take you down and ruin your character, or is she a dummy that can't figure out how to put on a light bulb? So, like, okay, what is it? I don't know. I'm getting over the Britani hate.
Well, yeah, I think they're like, I think in a way they're intimidated by her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, extremely, and we'll talk about that later on. It's coming up. Just how.
So we are back at the villa.
Yes.
And the cousins can't figure out how to use the steamer.
Hey, exactly. I knew this.
Well, we just see, like, Heather's chatting. And she's, like, just filling up the like
all the way to the top.
And then it
gets over. Exactly. It gets hot and it boils over. And exactly these two grown ass women being like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" Blah, blah. And the second happened, I'm like, "Come on." Come on, you filled it up all the way to the top.
You filled it up all the way to the top.
There's a line there for a reason.
I will say, when you're talking to your cuz,
that is true, and opening up a bottle of wine at the same
time, holding
a
large glass of wine.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. You're focusing on other things. This is true.
So yeah, Whitney shares about her sad lunch, and she's like, "Yeah, Mary is upset, but it's because she cares." I agree. Mary is upset, and I agree Mary cares.
Yeah.
And she shares about the pattern, and I've already gone into this, but Heather's like, "Oh, there is a pattern." And it's like, just life is pattern.
Yeah.
Like, us just as humans, we, like, live in lives of patterns.
Like how Nora Ephron said, everything is copy, everything is pattern.
Everything is pattern. And Whitney realizes she also really cares about Meredith. She could have, like, kind of given up on the friendship, but she also really cares about her. And kind of just goes into more of, like, what we already ranted about. The only other thing I would also say is, like, the whole, we'll talk about this more with the charter later, actually, but yeah, just we'll talk about it later. Okay. But we'll talk about it later. But as in, like, literally in a minute, lol, because now I'm looking at my notes. So they get in the van.
Yeah.
The van. And Lisa's gushing about the book Secret Life of Trees. Secret Language of Trees.
Yep.
And she loves to read and have her feet on the ground.
She loves it. She has a specific area in her yard that's actually just for grounding.
And I'm just like, oh my God, you have a ground? You know what, Nina, I have a house and I have a yard and stuff. Do you know what I have?
What do you have?
I have a ground.
You have a ground?
There's a ground. There's a ground underneath my feet right now. Nina has a ground.
Oh, I guess I do have a ground. You're
wow,
right.
My feet are on the ground right now. And Heather's like, yeah, it's like rich hippie shit. I'm like, no, I think it's just, like, literally, like, your feet touching the ground. And Lisa's like, wow.
Wow, love this. I love it. I love it so much.
I have read a book about trees, a few that have, like, made me, like, be this person at parties and stuff. I think it was called Overstory. It was a good one. And then I've read another one. I love the story of the activism around the redwoods.
Mm-hmm.
Because those activists really
Yeah.
Wild.
They're like, to save these trees, oh, well, what do we have to do? We have to live in these trees for years on end. Okay, then I'll do it.
What?
What? Like, what? Like, it's hard?
What, like it's hard? No, and the girl that did it, she has like some fun name like Butterfly or something.
Mm-hmm.
She because I wrote like a whole book on this, so that's why I know all these details. But she wasn't really part of the movement that much before. She was kind of new to the movement.
Mm-hmm.
She literally was like kind of on a road trip, and then like stopped her car, and then got out of her car, and then was like wandering through the redwoods, and was like, oh my God, I love these trees, and was kind of looking for like a calling in her life, and pretty much stumbled into this activist group. And then they were like, we think we need someone to like live in the tree, and she was like, me,
I'll do it.
And they're like, we just met you. She's like, well, who else is gonna do it? And everyone else was like, nah, not me, dog. And she lived in that tree for over a year.
Yeah.
And literally, like, all these, logging and evil people were, trying to cut the tree down. And it just is, honestly, and trees do talk to each other.
They do talk to each other.
They do talk to each other. So, yeah, I've been this person. And, which I like this part of. I liked her tree comments. Her next comment, though, is she asked,
a lot less.
She asked Britani, so when we were on the yacht, which was weeks ago at this point. Weeks ago at this point. She's like, did you throw up all day on the yacht? That's what I heard. Oh, and Britani was like, yeah, in the last 36 hours, like, the seasickness, like, got to me, some of the motion sickness. Yeah, I was struggling a little bit.
Maybe saw a glimmer of light of like, oh my God, someone cares. Oh my God, someone's asking about me.
Because also Lisa was like doing her like nice voice.
And like a weird smile and big eyes.
Not from drinking in your room? Not from
a
tip in the bottle? And she's like, what? No. And she's like, you little lush.
Like, oh, cute. Like, you lush.
You little alky.
It's so weird. And even Whitney calls. And the women are kind of like, what the heck? And Whitney says, like, Lisa, what are you doing?
Like, what are you doing
right now? And I agree. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And like what I was saying earlier was like the, kind of like Mormon girls sleepover camp coded, like, oh, like, no, like, did you have a few glasses of wine and maybe threw up? Oh God, now you're a lush. It does make me laugh. When I was a kid, I thought a wino meant you were just like, you liked wine or were into wine. And so like some of my like parents' friends that were like, just like they like collecting wine, they like going to wineries, like they had wine at their house.
And you described them as winos?
Described them as winos, called them winos to their face.
Oh my God, Allison.
Because I was just literally like, and they'd be like, they'd be like, stop right there. Like, are we?
I wouldn't say that.
Like, are we good? Like, what? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like literally obsessed with y'all.
Yeah.
And you guys love wine. So you're winos. And they're like, no. And I'm like, yes, I'm sorry, but the word is literally wine. Oh, and you like enjoy wine. And I would consider you a connoisseur.
A connoisseur.
I'm like, I might just receive a compliment when it's given. Come on, you wino. And I think this is so rich coming from Lisa too, because that whole Below Deck trip, Heather's eyes were like
literally
like
woo,
and
riding like a bronco.
She literally, it sounded like she admitted to blacking out because she was saying,
I said that, I don't remember.
Because she was saying stuff about like hooking up with Jason, and then she was so like, oh God, no, I said that. Stop, I said that. Like, she doesn't remember. And so, and I'm not really like, I do think like the level of drinking that causes you to black out is really not safe on so many ways. Also, like, you're being filmed, like that seems like a very like risky.
Yeah, risky. Quite risky.
Quite risky on so many levels. But it's like Britani, I don't think has ever exhibited being. I haven't personally seen it.
I haven't personally seen it. If anything, we've like what you said. You theorized the opposite, where she wasn't actually throwing up, like just wanting like some attention on her. Exactly, like kind of wanting maybe what she thought Lisa was gonna do now, and be like, oh my God, like were you good? Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about you. No.
Yeah. So then we get a flashback to Meredith is in the bath, and she's telling. Lisa about this theory that she was, you know, nonstop drinking all day and then vomiting. Guys, it's called puking and rallying.
Yeah.
Sorry, I come from a college town. It's
yeah,
really,
exactly.
It's really like not like a crazy thing.
And you're like on vacation where like that's what everyone's doing.
Also, you're on a boat. That's like
You're
makes you
boat.
ill.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was, I mean, a lot of people were like messed up on that boat ride.
Yes.
So they arrive at another empty restaurant, another set of dangerous stairs.
Yep.
They sit down and they start ordering the buffalo burrata. Is it buffalo milk? Is it from Buffalo, New York? Is it buffalo shaped?
And that's when, Lisa's like, I don't know about that. I mean, I loved Heather's like stand-up bit about it.
Andreas, our waiter,
yeah,
arrives. Ugh, this man. Andreas. What happened to them is what happened to us in Spain. Because everyone were like, oh, we're gonna go to Spain. Well, if you want to have dinner in Spain, they don't even eat dinner until 10 p.m. Don't even book dinner reservations until 9-10 p.m. Even after they go all night, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then we get to Spain and it's like we always would have like the last booking and then they'd be like, oh, you actually need to order all your food right now.
Right this second.
Because the kitchen is closing down. And I'm like, we were told. We were told.
We were scared out of our minds. Like we were bullied into not going out until so much later. Now you're telling me that I can't even get like a sandwich.
Yeah, so I feel like this is the same thing is happening to them. Is that they're like, okay, we'll be like the people of Greece.
Yes, and we'll go out late.
And we'll go out later. And they're like, actually, like, no, we don't have any time. Oh my gosh,
it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic.
What is happening in Europe?
I'm scared that like American capitalism is like moving, like is inching towards.
Also, COVID made people so sleepy.
You think?
Yeah, because all our bars downtown, so few of them stay open past midnight.
True.
Everyone just wants to go to bed.
Boo. Boo.
Boo. How dare you? How dare you? So they all get a mastica shot. Yes. And Bronwyn takes a call from Todd. She gets gets up from the table and she's chatting with him. And you can just tell like he calls her and she's like worried. Off. Yeah. And she says, when you call me, it freaks me out. It feels like my stomach falls out my butthole. But then it goes on in her talking head. Oh my God, this is actually evidence of him being the best guy ever. I'm like, no, when he calls you, he called to complain to her.
Yeah.
About it was nice that Todd, it sounds like, flew out from Salt Lake City to California to help Muzzy. But I'm just kind of like, also, if I was helping Muzzy in a heightened state, mother-in-law, I would maybe be doing a ring phone call like, hear this shit. Because we just, now that we've met Muzzy.
We have met Muzzy.
And when Muzzy's like, everything is awful and she's angry. I mean, I think we've seen Muzzy like kind of chill. And it like it shook us. So
exactly,
like,
and it shook us. We saw her like kind of nice, and it freaked us out.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine her being in an actual stressful, which it is. Moving is stressful, especially moving out of a house that you've lived in for decades.
Truly.
Your husband is like going through something. Like I understand. There's levels to this, and oof.
So at first I was like, Todd, how dare you call her while she's on vacation? Oh, how dare you call her to complain? And I'm like, oh, we're dealing with like a Muzzy crash out here. And I'm like, I would have to call my partner.
I would have to.
And be like, I know you're at dinner. I'm sorry you're at dinner. But like, Muzzy
said this thing and she did this thing that I actually really need to get out of my system. I need to expel it out of my brain. Or else it's gonna poison me.
It's like passing on the poison. It's like tag you're it, which like sometimes in a partnership, like you do kind of do that with each other.
To water down the poison and not make it so bad.
Yes.
Agreed. I felt the same way too. I'm like, Todd, blah. And then we hear the situation. It's like, well.
Yeah. So she gets back to the table, and what I like about Bronwyn, she says, "It's okay, let's have dinner." Whereas Meredith would have been like, "Oh my god, I just had a phone call, and no one even look at me." It's like Bronwyn's like, "It's fine, let's have dinner." So they take,
which kind of gives, but to me with Bronwyn, it kind of gives like Bethany vibes. I'm sorry, I keep taking it back to like vintage.
Oh no, what was I watching all day today? Vintage Roni.
Oh my god, as you. on New Year's Day.
It's like if someone works
as you should be on New Year's Day.
Oh, thank you.
Allison, look at me.
It's like if I talk to someone in the medical field, I'm like, not to bring up the pit again. But
the way I bring up and it's coming back,
January
so
11th.
soon.
January 11th. We do not have the bandwidth to recap scripted shows at this moment. However, Industry and the Pit are coming out, and we are so excited.
Which is why we need y'all to be following us, subscribing, letting your friends know, because a part of like I feel like our vision board for this podcast for the 2026, the year of chaotic good, is that we would love to start a Patreon. And one thing I brought up to Allison was that I would love if people want it, if the people want it, if you also love the Pit, if you also love Industry, you know, and all these fake written shows with actors and actresses in them, that we also love so much. I mean, I would love the idea of like doing Patreon episodes, like talking about.
You're doing recaps of the scripted shows that you love dearly.
Yeah, because we also like, I love those shows. I also want to talk about them. Like, I love talking about them with Allison. I would love to talk about them with you. So, do we have bandwidth at the moment? No, but with your support in the future, we could. Exactly.
That's all we're saying.
If that's truly something that you're like, oh, I would actually love that. I want to support my girls. I want them to do this.
Let us know.
Then let us know. Okay.
Let us know. So Mary takes the shot.
Yeah. And
if you're watching us on YouTube.
She likes it. She
licks it. Which is like the most
it's like the worst
raw dog intense way to like do a shot.
Yeah.
And you're not even like getting the benefit from the shot, as in like the alcohol, like I guess, the buzz or whatever.
Just getting like
you're just
burn.
getting like
you're just getting the burn.
Oh my god, her cute little face, and then they all tongue it out, and I'm like, more. Cute. And I was like, these women and their beautiful tongues. Yeah. I was like, I want to see more tongues in season 7. I'm sorry, I'm like,
more tongues. Hey, Andy, more tongues, please.
More tongues. You just need to bring in a new cast member that just paves the way.
Yeah,
paves the way. It makes Whitney open up her marriage. Mm-hmm. It makes Bronwyn get on the dating scene. It makes Heather get on the dating scene. Yeah. It makes, Meredith leaves Seth. John leaves Lisa. Whatever. I'm down with whatever, Mm-hmm. Love is love. Brittany brings up, where did this whole alcoholic thing come from?
Yeah. And to Lisa, like, okay, like, where, okay, you said you heard it. Okay, you heard it from someone. Who?
Meredith fesses up.
Yep.
And says, yep, that came from me. Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, who told you, Meredith? What?
Yeah.
A little birdie. A little birdie. Well, what birdie? Maybe my roommate, Bronwyn.
And Bronwyn doesn't say anything, but in the
Mary's like, why are we talking about throw up?
Throw up. Agreed. Weeks old throw up, like months old throw
Seriously.
up.
No, and Bronwyn, yes, in her talking head, I'm guessing she said this essentially at the table too, but she was like, okay, no, that's not what I said. You asked me, has Brittany been throwing up? And I said, yes, I've been sharing a room with her, so like we share a bathroom, so like, yeah, it looks like she's been throwing up, but she didn't insinuate anything about drinking, just like, yeah, she's had some seasickness.
Yeah.
And then Meredith ran with that. And, added 2 + 2 + 5 + whatever. And Wendy's like, let's not joke about calling someone a lush alky. And Lisa's like, yeah, I called her an alky. But no one called her an alcoholic.
And meanwhile, the producers immediately put in the scene of exactly her, like, calling her an alky. It's like, girl, that is what that is. That's what that means.
And it's interesting because, like I said, on different Bravo shows that, like, normalize this behavior.
Yeah.
I have been around people who, like, normalize, like, talking about other people's binge drinking. And they'll just...
Like in real life?
Like in real life. Yeah. That will just, like, say it nonchalantly. And I'm not even aware if they're like passing judgment or not. They just like, they'll just say like, oh yeah, he's a boozer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he loves his drink. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And I think like them calling someone an alky, I'm thinking of like these people that I've encountered in life, like calling someone an alky. They're like, what? Oh, is that a problem? Oh, like, did I call him an alcoholic? I guess, I guess it is. I guess it is. Wait, is that a problem? No.
I know, but I think in the context, like,
No, I think Lisa knows exactly what she's doing.
You know what you're doing. Like,
and
come on.
And Whitney is calling it, you know, a double standard
yeah.
and Bronwyn is being the coach, and she's like, just say sorry and move on. And Lisa's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you know what, good job, Bronwyn, because like sometimes it's like these conversations just like oh, and then Bronwyn's like, say sorry and move on. So we get to move on. And then she's like, what about, you know, you're successful, you're interesting. And Heather's like, yes, Britani is an actress. She was in Mistletones.
Yeah. And she was in some, like, I feel like I saw it screenshotted somewhere. She was also in some other, like, Disney Channel movie or something.
She's
it's like
a Disney princess.
Like,
she has an IMDb, guys.
Yeah, she has an IMDb.
And she's more accomplished than Minnie at this table.
And when Heather says that, these women lose their minds.
Bronwyn's like, the fuck you just said?
Like,
Meredith is like, Bronwyn is so upset.
Bronwyn's upset, and Mary's upset.
Mary's upset. Meredith's like, I've won design awards. Lisa's sold 3 businesses.
Yeah. And I also love Whitney, because I mean, Whitney also clocks it like us. She's like, oh my god, the idea of like Britney maybe being more accomplished than them. Like,
and this is when I wrote in my notes, Britney is the freaking star of the show.
Exactly.
Because it's about her all the time.
It is.
Y'all can't get her name out of your mouths. She dinged herself all the way to the top.
Yes, she did. She deserves. I'm gonna say I think she deserves the center snowflake. Not just a snowflake, the center snowflake.
Seat next to Andy.
Exactly. I want her sitting next to Andy, and I want her throughout the entire reunion, because this whole
I think she's gonna
season has been with her, like, surrounding her.
And this like Disney princesses of a bad mom has undone y'all.
Yeah, truly. Like, yeah, y'all can handle it.
And Brittany's like, well, y'all called me dumb today. And it flashbacks to like Angie like being like, there's, you know, I don't even know, some light bulb
something
thing
about like, oh, the lights are like, oh, you're so like the house is there, but the lights aren't even on. And okay, whatever. She didn't, even if she didn't get it, I think she was like, what? And she's like, see, you don't even get it. You don't even get the saying. And Brittany's like, yeah, you're calling me dumb.
And Angie's like, And Heather's like, y'all are treating her like a punching bag. And Mary is like, I don't want you to be Brittany's mouthpiece.
Yes. Like, okay, I'm like, Mary, where is this coming from?
Well, Mary's never been a fan of Brittany either.
I know, this is true.
This is true. Her blind spot.
But yeah, but I also...
And Mary blind spot, I must say.
Yeah. But I hate this whole like, oh, they're trying to like, so much of this dinner was like Lisa and Meredith trying to change the narrative. It's like the narrative was like that Meredith like
there's an alcoholic.
Oh no, it's actually Brittany. And it's like, oh, like Lisa's not the mouthpiece for Meredith. It's actually Heather. Heather's actually the mouthpiece for Brittany. It's like, no.
And then
Heather
Whitney was like, this isn't the same. And then Lisa's like,
exactly. Oh yeah, and yeah.
I haven't even said it yet.
Give me 7 seconds.
And then Lisa like looks like she throws wine on Whitney by like spilling the wine, and then she's immediately like, oh wait, no, I didn't mean to do that, which I felt like she really was like, I didn't.
Oh yeah, no, I believe it too.
Yeah, they're not throwing wine on each other. And then this is when this fucker named Andreas says the restaurant is closed, goodbye.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much, goodbye. And Angie's like, okay, well, thank you so much, we're almost done. And then continues talking, and it's like, no, like, the restaurant is closed, you have to leave. And Angie, did you hear her? She said, like, this is my country. This is my country. I bet she wants to say, I can leave whenever I want to.
Yes.
Which I agree.
I agree
also. And yeah, he kicks him out. And I wanted to see the time. I'm like, I bet it was like 9.
I bet it was like
9:30.
I bet it was like 10:45.
That's so annoying.
Also,
so
you know, they're at this point they're just and I feel like this is also very like not European. Isn't this what they sell us on, like how Europe is better? Yeah. Is that they love like they don't rush you out of like your table.
Like what is it, cafe culture, right?
And they don't like bringing the check to you because they don't want to like feel like you're being pushed along. Yeah. So sometimes impatient Americans are like, I'm ready for my check. Why am I not getting my check? And they're like, no, they actually are like encouraging you to just like sit back and like enjoy like the dinner.
Yeah.
And they were just like drinking their wine and fighting and shit. It's like maybe
working
clean,
it out, honestly.
maybe like bust the table, close down the whole restaurant,
and then
when they leave, you just rinse out the wine glasses. I'm sorry.
I know, what a concept. I know, we need to get in there. We need to get in there. Let's tell them how this service
I wish in Spain
works.
you were like, you said at one point, this is my country.
See.
Voy.
I forgot the.
I will.
It's late. It's New Year's Day. I forgot the word for country in Spanish just now. I was like,
país.
Sí, es mi país.
País.
Thank you. Gracias, Allison.
De nada.
Este es mi país.
Este es mi país.
Nosotros nos vamos cuando queremos. Gracias.
De nada.
Más vino, por favor.
Yes.
But then, that's where we leave.
We leave it off.
That's where we leave our girls. They get kicked out of the restaurant and they're still in
just
Greece.
Shuffle on. So next week is going to be the finale. Which I'm excited about just because I'm ready for the reunion. I'm really ready for the reunion, and I have high hopes for next season. But I feel like personally, the season hit a high note during that lunch between Whitney and Bronwyn when it got kind of sexy.
Yes.
And that whole episode of like the fallout from the plane, the immediate fallout, that was a great episode. Yes. And the sexy lunch, I was like, I am loving this, and I feel like it's been a little bit of a shift down since then. But watching a lot of other Real Housewives and a lot of other franchises, it's like I'm not expecting it to hit this like like episode, foot on the accelerator, insane, balls to the walls constantly. But that's my 2 cents. But I am so excited. It's going to be our second season that we've recapped all the way through. We just finished up Survivor 49. Came out with our finale episode. I think we released that on Christmas Day. So if you watch Survivor, we have all those recaps for you. We're also recapping Vanderpump Rules. So if you're also watching that, please check that out. And then next week, oh my goodness, one of our other favorite shows, Traitors. Yes. I'm a pirate. Yeah. More than Scottish. But if you watch Traitors, please listen to our recaps because it's good because we have all of this Bravo knowledge. We have all of this gamer knowledge, Survivor, Big Brother, all of that. And there's just like the whole like reality TV universe comes together on this show, and we're recapping it, so it's just gonna be a lot of fun. And if you haven't watched Traitors before, this week is a great week to get caught up. It's it's a new cast every season, so but if you kind of like want to know like what it's about, maybe get into it, watch last season, watch the season before. It's Traitors US, and it's gonna be season 4 next week, so we'll be recapping that as well. But in the meantime, like Nina said, we really love the support. Yes, so like, subscribe, follow, leave a review, leave a comment, leave a DM. Let us know you're out there and let us know you're listening or watching.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.